Hey there, welcome back. Now you probably clicked on this video because you wanted to know what I had to say about lifting the skin of the face, neck, chest, and even other areas on the body without any skincare products, nothing to buy, only a little bit of time and effort on your part. So we're going to start today's video a little bit interactively by me asking you to take your fingertips and place them right on the jawbone, right there. And what I'm going to have you do is lightly lift the skin up about 1/4 of an inch and watch what happens to the skin on your neck and chest. Look at that. Tightens right up, lifts it all right up. That is all the power you need from the muscles just underneath the skin to lift, tone, and tighten skin, taking years off the look of your face, neck, chest, and in some cases, other areas of the body. Now I could throw at you, and if you followed me for a while on my channel, I have thrown this at you. There are studies after studies after studies that show moderate exercise and muscle tone improvement can take years, not just off how you look, but your biological age. And by a lot of years, take this new study that just came out, and you don't have to be a workout fiend, gym rat, or wellness freak to get these results. And so in this video, I put together all of the best information I have put out on how to do this with facial and body yoga exercises that cost you nothing but a little bit of time and effort, and yet yield tremendous results. These videos that I've been doing over the past 5 years are all the things that I learned to do way back in the day in my 20s that have benefited the way I look here today in my 60s. And I'm going to make this very easy on all of us by organizing this information by area and exercise so you can follow along, use the chapters that are set up in the video to get back to where you want to be and where you want to start and what area you want to work on. That said, let's jump in, learn these easy, simple techniques on how to lift and tighten your skin so you get your best look ever.
So, yoga does work in toning and helping the muscles of the body stay in shape. So I'm a big believer in it. The results sort of speak for themselves, but let's talk about what are these facial yoga exercises and the science behind them of why they work. So facial yoga exercises, which is what we're going to focus on in today's video, because that's what my channel's really about, skincare, your face and all of that, are a technique consisting of facial exercises and massage that help to tone and strengthen the muscles under the skin and help the lymphatic system drain away excess fluids, puffiness that you get in your face and under your eyes. These exercises will help all of that. So by isolating these muscles, we actually can help tighten and lift the jawline and the neck, help reduce the amount of wrinkling on the face from dynamic wrinkles becoming static wrinkles like forehead wrinkles and plumping up the lips. And it also helps improve the superficial circulatory system in your skin to bring more oxygen and nutrients, and also again help drain those extra fluids that tend to build up in the face as we get older. Now, I know there are some people out there that poo-poo, as they like to say, these types of exercises because they don't understand how that can help the skin. But in my personal experience, toning and strengthening the muscles of the body as we get older helps reduce that muscle loss that leads to sagging skin in the first place. Now, it is very, very important to note here that we are not stretching out the skin. In fact, it's very important that you do not stretch the skin in these exercises. And a hint I will give you is that when you first start learning them, it's really great to apply a very creamy, hydrating moisturizer to the skin so that you can better feel the muscle under the skin. It's more sensitive to it. And it also helps prevent any stretching that might occur as you learn these techniques. Now, I also wanted to mention here the science behind why these exercises work and the fact that there have been studies done, actual studies, and I will link to those actual studies down below in the video description box as well, so you can click on those and read them yourself, of how muscle stimulation really does improve the look and health of our skin. These studies have proven that these types of exercises help improve the volume around the lips, keep volume in the cheek areas, tighten the jawline and neck, which of course I already knew, but it also helps stimulate collagen production, helping to reduce fine lines, wrinkles, and those deeper crow's feet and forehead lines. So there really is no risk to doing this for yourself, and it doesn't cost anything to try it. So what are these Skin Fabulous exercises that we're going to be doing today? Well, we're going to be targeting the forehead, the jawline, the mid-face, nasolabial lines, which I know a lot of you have issues with, lips, and of course, my now famous neck pose to help tighten and lift the skin around the neck. All right, so forehead lines. This exercise addresses the lines that we get on our forehead. Now, I don't have a lot of lines on my face. Good skincare practice for many, many years since I was 23. And I'm sure that some of this also comes from the fact that I take very good care of myself physically, try to work out and eat right. So all of it does come together, but these exercises are designed to help reduce the static wrinkles that happen on the forehead above the eyebrows. Very easy exercise to perform, targeting the muscles that create the dynamic wrinkles when we raise our eyebrows on our forehead. We want to place our fingertips right on the brow, right above the eyebrows, and try to lift them. You will feel all those muscles contract. We want to do this for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then relax and let go. Take a couple of breaths and do this exercise 5 to 10 times. All right, you guys are going to love this next one because it does target the lips, the whole of the lip area, providing more volume, strength around the lip area. It also helps kind of smooth out those fine lines and wrinkles that we tend to get right here. Very, very simple to do. All right, so the way you do this particular exercise, and you probably want to do it where no one's looking because it really does make you look funny, is you're going to make duck lips. You know that duck lip thing that went on the internet forever on Instagram? That's what you're going to be doing, but you're also going to be placing your thumbs under your lower lip and your index fingers above your top lip, and you're going to be pressing down, not squeezing, not stretching the skin, but pressing down as you push your lips away and out from your face. So this is how we do this. It's going to be for a count of 6. This one is also 5 to 10 times, but let's demonstrate it. And then you relax. And again, 5 to 10 times when you do this exercise as well. Okay. This next yoga exercise is going to target the jawline, and it's very, very effective. You will feel this one in the muscles of your jaw. All right. The way we perform the technique for the jawline is to look at the ceiling and point our chin to it. You're going to feel a little tightening right there when you do this. Now, you don't want to go too far back. We don't want to stretch. You shouldn't feel this in your neck or your lower neck. Just right here. Just as soon as you hit it right, you will feel it, and then you're going to purse your lips for a count of 6. And then you're going to relax. And you're going to do that 5 to 10 times as well. You will really feel, that's when I always feel a whole lot. You will really feel this pose working those muscles. It works very well. Just make sure that you're not using the neck muscles. You want to be sure you're using these jawline muscles so that you get the maximum benefit out of this technique. All right, so what about cheeks, nasolabial lines, and mid-face? This exercise, again, is very simple. We're going to do it for a count of 6, 5 to 10 times. What you're going to do is relax your face. You're going to purse your lips and place your index fingers on the corners of your mouth. And as you push your lips out, you're going to pull. So you're going to create a tension from the cheek area down to the upper lip area. You will feel this again when you do the exercise correctly. And this is what we do. We do this right here, right? Notice where my fingers are, right on the inside of my cheekbones. And relax. Very simple, and you will feel this whole entire area, the muscles in the cheekbones and to upper jaw, get a full workout. This will help lift and plump out the cheeks, and it will help tighten the skin between your ear and your outer cheekbone. It's a really great technique for lifting the entire mid-face. And now for the yoga technique that I've been using, seems like my whole life long, to help keep neck skin tight. It helps deal with the double chin area. It helps pull back and even out the skin around the platysmal lines and get rid of those vertical lines that tend to show up as we get older. It's a very, very simple exercise. You're going to relax and look forward. So again, for a count of 10. And then you're going to relax. Then you're going to do each side the same way. And you can see how it tightens all of the muscles in my neck. And then relax. And then we're going to do it this way. And then relax. Now, even though we are holding the count for this particular exercise longer than the others, you still want to do it about 5 to 10 times. I would recommend on all of these that you guys start off light if you've not been doing them. Like any muscle, when you work it that you haven't been working before, it can get very sore. So this is the same for the face and the neck. You want to go slow, perhaps every other day, the first couple of weeks. Just do it 5 times and then work your way up to the 10. What you will notice after about a month of doing these exercises consistently is a tightening and lifting of the entire face, less static wrinkles left behind after dynamic movements like crow's feet and forehead wrinkles. Definitely going to see improvement for any sort of double chin or saggy jowl skin that you have going on. And you're going to help that lymphatic system drain out that excess fluid, removing puffiness. You're just going to look younger and healthier. This is really a great non-invasive way to augment all the other things that you're doing, like your skincare routine, wearing sunscreen. You're going to be giving your face and your skin a great workout. Today we're going to be talking about how to get tighter arm skin specifically. Now, as we get older, our bones tend to shrink, unfortunately, and we lose some of the ability to produce collagen. Not to mention, we use our arms a lot. So we're always stretching these muscles and the skin surrounding them. And what happens as we get older, for a lot of folks, especially if they've had a lot of weight gain or weight loss in a hurry, is this skin gets very loose on the arms. And a lot of folks don't like it, and I get it, because I myself am 59, just 5, maybe 6 months away from being 60, and I don't have that on either arm. Now, not bragging, but there are some reasons why I don't. And it is one of those things that helps me defy what people expect a person to look like at my age. So today I'm going to give you some simple exercises and stretches that help tone those muscles, build them back up under the skin, helping you stretch that skin back out where it looks a lot tighter. Very simple to do. Now, if you're new to my channel and not familiar with who I am, I'm Chris Gibson, a skincare expert. I've been doing skincare for 36 years, but on this channel, we also talk about things besides skincare products, because products can't do it all. So I talk sometimes about longevity, and I certainly talk about fitness. And so if that's the kind of content you've been looking for here on YouTube, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. All right, so in any sudden physical activity, especially activities that you've not done before, it's very important to warm yourself up. You can do that by walking quickly around a room for about 20 seconds, or more oftentimes it's easier to just stretch. So for these exercises we're doing today to tighten the arm skin, I'm going to start with the stretching first, because again, it's good to get that blood flowing and those muscles warmed up before you do any sort of exercise. So this is a very simple yoga pose. You guys that follow me on the channel know I'm big into face yoga and body yoga. So we're going to do these wing stretches first. Again, very simple. All right, so you lift your arms and stretch them out straight, and you're going to turn one palm down, one palm up, and stretch, and hold that for a count of 3. And then we're going to twist around the other way, put the other palm down and the other palm up, and stretch and hold for 3. And then we're going to do it again, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do it again, 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to feel those muscles worked under the skin, the biceps, triceps, all the way down to your wrist on each arm. It's going to help work those muscles horizontally and tighten them up. You'll feel an instant tightness in your muscles, so you kind of want to loosen that up before we go on to the next exercise. This next set of stretching exercises works the very back of the arm, and this area in particular that gets a lot of flabbiness as we get older. This exercise is especially good if you've lost a lot of weight quickly and you have a lot of loose skin. It will help tighten that area up and work these muscles from the back of the shoulder all the way down to the elbow. We're going to use both arms, but I'm going to turn slightly to the side so you can see how this looks from that angle. So we're going to put the arms down straight by our hips, and then we're going to move them back as far as we can till you feel that pull in the back of the arm and the back of the shoulder. You're going to count to 3. You're going to relax and put them forward again. Now, if you feel a little bit of stiffness or pulling afterwards, you can simply just shake your arms a little bit, let them loosen up. And then we're going to do this again. Arms to the sides, relaxed, and then back as far as you can take them, and hold for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And relax. And then we're going to do one more. You're going to relax, shake those arms, loosen them up, and then again back. Just as far as you can take them where you feel the muscles tighten. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Now we're going to move on to light weights. Now, if you've never lifted any sort of weights before, it's good to start very low, like with a 2 or a 2.5 weight. The best weight to use for both men and women tend to be between 10 pounds and 20 pounds of weight. We don't want more than that because we're just trying to tone the muscles to help tighten the skin. We're not turning into bodybuilders in this video anyway. So I have my weights here. You can see these are 10-pound weights, and we're gonna do what's called hug the tree. So that's bringing the weights up just outside the shoulders, like you're gonna hug a tree, and reaching around and putting them together. 1, 2, 3, and then back and relax. And then again, 1, 2, 3, and then back and relax. And then again, 1, 2, 3, and then back and relax. So if you complete that set of exercises, you wanna wait 2 to 5 minutes to let your arms relax, let your muscles relax and recuperate. And because it's so hot in this room with these lights and I'm exercising, I'm sweaty, so I'm gonna get my headband and I'll be right back. All right, now I'm back with the headband. I'll keep the sweat out of my eyes, so you may want to invest in one of those if you're going to do these exercises. Of course, I do look a little bit like a backup singer for Let's Get Physical, but anyway, that's okay. That's the 80s. I was around then. This next exercise set is going to be one most everyone is familiar with, and it's simply a bicep curl. So you're going to take the weights, you're going to put them forward to about hip level, and you're just going to curl them up slowly. 1, 2, 3. Then relax your arms back down, hip level, back up to the shoulders. 1, 2, 3. Back down to the hips, relax for a count of 2, and then back up to the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, and then you're done. Simple, 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 right? All right, so this next exercise to tone and tighten your arms is called Serve the Platter, and you're gonna see why in just a second. And it's going to be exactly the same thing we did before, 3 of these with a count of 3 for each of them. So just like holding a platter, you're gonna bring the weights up to chest level, put them together, 1, 2, 3, and drop them down. So we're gonna do this again, just like holding the platter, bring the weights up to chest level, put them together, 1, 2, 3, and drop them down to the hips, and then relax. And a third time, here we go again with the platter, put them together, 1, 2, 3, and then drop down to the hips and relax. Now I will tell you these exercises are very, very simple. I want you to start slowly when you start doing them. Over time, you can build up to 5 and then ideally 8 reps in each of these sets. And if you will do this 2 times a week, it's not something you need to do every single day, because if you do that, you will actually break down muscle rather than build it up, which is what we want to do to help tone and tighten those arms so you can get really tight, great looking arms like I have at any age. Now, obviously, because my channel focuses on skincare, there are some skincare products that you can use to help tighten and tone the skin, the surface of the skin on the arms. While you're doing this, I will be doing a video on this in 2 days. So if you've not subscribed, I highly recommend that you do that so you don't miss that video, because when pairing the right skincare products with the right type of exercises, you can completely change the look of your arms. I really hope you guys found this video interesting and helpful today. If you did, please like it, share it out, comment below, let me know what you think and if it works for you. And for even more ways to tighten and tone the skin on your body, check out this video that's coming up next. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel. I appreciate you so much. Stay beautiful, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you over on that next video.